Hiya folks, back at Atherton Indoor Range. I've got some Enfield Sports Slayer pellets and I've got some JSB X-ACT lead frees. Here you go. The lead free are 6.79 grain, so they're very light. There you go, picture of the lead free, that's the JSBs. And the Enfield Slayer comes in a small bag, and there, as you can see, that's the hollow head at the top. The skirt is, where are we? Not much of a skirt really, to be honest. They're very bullet shaped compared to the JSB. I'll put one next to it. I'll try and roll a few rounds. Where are we? Open up. See the difference in the size. The JSB's on the right and these Enfield Slayers on the left. So quite a bit of difference in the size, but the weight, Enfield Slayers 6.9 grain and the JSB lead free is 6.79. So 0.11 of a grain, not much in it. I don't know if the Slayers are lead free or not, but they've got a bit of a write up. I'll read it out to you. It says, Enfield Sports have created the Slayer. It's been designed where accuracy and consistency is crucial, using today modern air guns, and they've mentioned a few air guns there. Manufactured to the strictest tolerances possible, so that the pellet fits majority of multi-shot magazines. The Slayer features a hollow head, so it causes more energy to impact on its target. With it being lightweight, I'm not sure about that. Maybe the hollow head might help a little bit. The Slayer pellet has a hollow head, it's lightweight. Airgun pellet for medium ranges, lightweight. Accurate pellets with flat trajectory for medium ranges, again it says. Maximum shock effect and even deformation of pellets. So I'm going to shoot this. Oh, it's made for pest control. Well, recommended for pest control, vermin control and hunting. So I'm going to shoot it at 30 yards. I think 30 yards is a medium range because most people shoot sort of 25 to 40 maybe. So I've got my targets here, and as you can see, these circles, it's actually the size of a 5p. If I can zoom into that, there you go, standard 5p coin. So I've got 6 targets. I'm going to shoot Enfield Slayers at the top, JSBs at the bottom, and depending on what the grouping's like, I'll just shoot a normal JSB just to show you the difference in the grouping. So I'm going to use the shoot and see to set my crosshairs up to shoot the smaller targets at 30 yards, and let's see what these are like, because it does say made for hunting, etc, etc. So let's see what happens. So here we go guys, I'm going to actually shoot my JSB X-ACT lead free first at 30 yards. Load them up into the 5-shot magazine. I'll use 5 shots first to zero the pellets. I'm using my Steyr Hunting 5. Here's the target down range. So I'll try and get that in focus when I put the camera back on the tripod. So here we go. So the JSB lead free first at 30 yards, and then after that I'll use the Slayers. So bottom row for these. Okay, so I've loaded up 2 magazines, 2 lots of 5. I've got the scope sorted thereabouts. So I'll shoot the bottom target. I'll do 2 lots of 5, just in case it needs the second 5 just to group a bit better. But let's see how it groups. Here we go. JSB lead free, 6.79 grain, I think it is. Right. 177 out of my Steyr Hunting 5. So it's all about the grouping. I will try and get it in the bullseye, but let's see what they do. A little bit low. Sort of not bad grouping. Let's try the next target along at the bottom. Another 5 shots. I'll try and get a bit more comfortable when I'm doing this. It's actually not bad grouping that. I'll put a couple of clicks on the scope, only about 2. I know the other pellets are a smidgen heavier, but I'll go 2 clicks up, and then I'll see how they go. So I'll do a couple of test shots first in the middle target, and then I'll do the top row for the Slayer Enfields. So here we go, we've got the Enfield Slayers, and now they've got a slightly long body. They're not Diablo shaped like the JSBs. They've got a hollow head, small skirt. So I'm guessing that's why they should be flat trajectory. It's took me a couple of shots to try and get the crosshairs lined up. So anyway, top row, top left target, and then the middle one. Let's see how this goes. Group of 5. And then after that I'll do a second group of 5. Couple are together, a couple have gone outside the circle. So next target along, another second group of 5, now the target to the right of that at the top. There we go. Better than what I thought that. So go down range, bring the target back, and let's see what they look like on the bench. Actually, no, I won't. I'll shoot some JSB normal 844 grains on the end of the targets, and we'll compare the grouping. So let's just load up a magazine of the JSB 8.44 grains. So here we go, JSB 8.44 grain, 177, top right target, just to compare to the other grouping on the other pellets. These are lead. Yeah, not bad. I'll try one more group on the bottom target. Just loading the magazine up. Right, here we go. So bottom right target. That's better. So let's bring the target back and see how that compares. Alright guys, we're back at the bench, a couple of 5p's, you know them circles are just about 5p anyway, but like the grouping in the middle and the grouping on the top left are the slayers. They're the JSB 844s, so if I stick a 5p over them, we've had 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, 1 over to the right, 1 bottom left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So poor grouping for the enfield there. So we go to the top again, enfield again. You can see we've got 2 there, 1, 2, 3. So I'm not sure about the flat trajectory, but if I move the 5p about, it sort of touches the outer edge of the circle of the worst ones. That one doesn't, but to be honest, I wouldn't recommend them for hunting. You might get something out of them for 20 yards, but 30 yards, and if you were outside, they're a very light pellet. I think they'd blow all over the place. No doubt the JSB lights will as well, but if you compare them to the normal 844s, 5p covers them quite easy. So bottom row, the JSB ordinaries again, the 844s. That's a pretty good group in that. I've got 1 in the centre and 4 to the left. 5p, no trouble at all. But the lead free, which I was shooting against the Enfields, 5p, yeah, covers that group. And there's a bit of a raggedy 5 group there, but 5p covers them. So we're looking for a lightweight lead-free pellet. I've used these before, I think, in my Virak 100. I'd recommend them all day. But the Enfield Slayers with all the, these have been engineered for this, that and the other. Sorry, I wouldn't recommend them. It's not a terrible group, but 3-1-1, 3-2-1, whatever, the grouping's not that good. I'm hoping to get back shooting the rabbits in the field, but the farm has been growing as crops. The grass has been that long, we haven't been able to see any rabbits, and every time we go down there, it's blowing a gale or pouring down. You don't really want to take a good gun outside in the bad weather. They're not recommended to do that, in all honesty, but yeah, unless you've got a fully waterproof rifle. But somewhere down the line I'll get down there, but just for now, so a couple of lightweight pellets against the JSB 844s, and there you go. Save your money. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't buy them. I'd stick to the JSBs. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon. And big thanks once again for Atherton for letting me use the range upstairs. So try and keep your gun clubs busy. They've had a hard time at the moment, just like the gyms and the cinemas and everywhere else. So just bear that in mind if you've got one local to you. So say thanks again, and see you soon.